Hello, everybody. I am Jeffrey E. Berger, and welcome to season 3 of Holistic Mental Fitness Series, where myself and Michelle Mupo of Mupo Entertainment LLC, who I'm very excited to be partnered with, believes mental fitness is the new physical health. So, with that, before I bring on my very, very special guest for today, if I may, as a certified holistic wellness coach, I'm really humbled to be affiliated with an amazing group of humanitarian entrepreneurs who are aligned with the only holistic mental wellness company that is actually focusing on the microbiome. And some people say, what is that? Well, that's a great question. It is your gut, heart, brain access. And it is a science that is actually disrupting the health and wellness industry today, especially when it comes to mental health. So, who out there hasn't experienced stress, anxiety, depression, or have had suicidal thoughts? I'm sure many of you can relate. And this interview series is very near and dear to my heart, sharing stories of others, opening up in conversations from all areas of life and wellness to help people really understand it's okay to talk about mental health, to share about their experiences, as well as become informed of alternative options that are out there that are safe and actually work. We are people who are providing real solutions to real people who are serious, who are really serious about getting their physical and mental health from barely surviving to thriving again. There is no physical health without mental wellness, and they are actually two sides of the same coin, and they are vital for each other and for our ability to reach our peak potential in this one life that we get to live. So, how you feel is not just in your head, it's also in your gut. And this is what we do best. So, before I bring on my special guest, I did mention I am partnered with Mupo Entertainment, and this is a syndicated TV series where you can actually download the Mupo Entertainment app on your Android or your iPhone, or you can catch it on mupotv.com. We're also seen on Roku, Fire Stick, and YouTube. There are tons of other people who are sharing their own stories and their expertise in different platforms. And it's a great way to check out what's going on in the world, what's kind of going on in the good world out there, because we're sharing lots of great information for people who are looking for some new stuff. So with that, we'll be right back with my special guest. We'll be right back. And we are back with my dear friend Marissa Bloedoorn. Is that how you say your last name?
It's Bloedoorn.
Bloedoorn. Okay, so just like the color blue, Bloedoorn. And she is joining us from the Dominican Republic. She had just flown down from Philadelphia. She's a mom, she's an author, an expert speaker, a coach, and she stands by be bold, confident, and courageous. Take chances. Excuse me. Take chances. Live your life and always be authentically true to you. And I could go on and on with all of her accolades. She's an amazing woman. She's a dear friend. She's a cohort, a colleague, and a true inspiration to so many that are out there. And she is the chief and editor of Own It magazine. So let's just jump right in and welcome Marissa to Holistic Mental Fitness.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. I'm super excited.
Awesome. So before we jump in, share a little bit about who Marissa is outside of being that solopreneur that you are.
Outside of being a solopreneur that I am, I love to relax. I like to live a stress-free life. I think that that's what keeps me happy is making sure that I take care of me. And I believe that's one of the reasons why I'm here today is just making myself a priority. Even being a mom, a grandma, auntie, sister, etc. I know the importance of taking care of me first in order for me to show up for everyone else. So I love to walk. I don't like jogging or running when I work out. I prefer to walk. It's more relaxing, but I do speed walking. So I walk at a very fast pace, and that gets me for me that does it. I do like I'm here in the Dominican Republic, so you know I love the water, the
Oh
Caribbean
yeah.
water, the blue water. I love relaxing on the beach. I even like bringing the sun down on the beach. That's very relaxing to me, and I know being here, the one thing I realized when I got here the first time was the seawater and what it does to the air. It is it has a calming effect on you that really, really relaxes you. So my biggest thing is um, even with all of the demands on
Mm.
your life and all the craziness and how life happens, what is critically important to me is to maintain a relaxed stress free as possible. It's not stress free in its totality, but mentally and peace of mind to maintain stress, even in what would be highly stressful for someone else, to make sure that it is not, no matter what, highly stressful for me.
Awesome. That's great. And you talk about taking care of yourself, and that is so important because that is not the norm for most people today. And if you take care of yourself, then you know how to take care and be there for other people. And if you're not taking care of yourself, you can't be there for other people. And your mental health is impacted from that, especially when people are stressed or they're depressed or they're filled with a lot
Yeah,
of anxiety, which is what this is all about. Holistic wellness, holistic or mental wellness is really a an epidemic, if you
yeah,
will.
yeah,
So you are a serial entrepreneur by all means, and you've got degrees up the wazoo, and you're finishing a PhD. You are the CEO and the founder of TCS Consulting LLC. Share with our viewers what that is all about because you have so much to offer people who are out there looking.
Oh, thank you so much, and thank you again. And you know, Jeffrey, you're my heart. I love you so very much. It's so much fun when we come together, and we have so much in common in that about mental health and wellness, right? And also about the physical part of that, and how it does have an influence on how you feel about yourself.
True.
That's why you have to make yourself a priority. So when you talk about TCS consulting. It is a executive leadership consulting firm. Our focus is on leading change in organizations, understanding the impact and effect that organizational culture has on its workforce, its the workers' attitude towards working and how they perform, leader member impact and exchange. That's very important for organizations to succeed. And it's very important for our entrepreneurs to understand that they are leaders,
Right.
that they are leading others, and the impact they have on others impacts how others show up and perform for them. So, TCS Consulting is a leadership development organization. It focuses on work motivation, but it's called TCS. It's actually abbreviated. So it is take center stage. That's the balance. Take center stage and own it in your life, your career, and your business. And so we do cross uh, domain coaching and development. And when I say cross domain, I mean life, career, and business, right? So a lot of people want to do their own business or they have their own vision
Right.
or they're on their own mission, so to speak. And what does that mean? They have their own ideas that they can bring to the table. That can show up in a career or they can show up in business, but it's definitely showing up in your life. And that's one variable that you can't change is yourself. So you have
Mhm.
to work on you, which is your
Correct.
life. And that's what we
Yep.
teach and own it. And that's what we convey. And that's our mindset and own it and TCS. They go together. Take center stage and own it. This is your life, your career, your business. Self awareness is very key. Knowing yourself, what makes you tick, what ticks you off, what triggers you in either direction. And then the way that you are able to navigate through that is through self development. And through self
Right.
development is self mastery. So self awareness, self development, self mastery. And that's what gives you that peace of mind, right? It,
Absolutely. And, TCS, taking center stage, you want to be in the center to be balanced on both sides, that balancing scale there, but then also owning it. And there are so many people out there today who are leaving corporate America because they're not happy with the outcome of where they're not going and they want more out of life. And,
want more out of
working in a corporate structure like me, you hit a certain plateau and then you're stuck. You're at that for the rest of your life. So, and this really opens the door to a plethora of different opportunities, from, becoming part of a magazine and becoming part of retreats and so forth and so on. But, you have many areas of expertise, and facilitation and coaching, leadership development, change management, just to list a few. Which is your favorite and why?
My favorite is motivating others, whether it's in the organizational, whether it's career development, it's in your life, or it's in business development. I am a strategist. I believe in being defiant and setting a goal and achieving it, no matter how difficult it is. And I think that what happens when people, if they don't, your why must make you high, right? You have to be addicted to what it is that you desire to accomplish. If you're not addicted to it, if it doesn't have a high value, you are going to give up, cave in, and quit. So one of
Mhm.
the biggest things that I love to do is to inspire people to align with their design. Find out what it is that you were really purposed to do, and then go out and figure it out and do it. That's what I love to do. If I could get you aligned with your design and create a clear path to your passion and your purpose, that is where your fulfillment lies. Think about any kind of piece of equipment or anything like that. If a machine is not working the way it's designed, then it's not fulfilling its purpose. It's not
Right.
maximizing it.
Yeah.
That's how we are. We need to align with our design so that we can unleash ourselves to that fulfillment, which is self-actualization, so that we can live that fulfilling life, aligned with that design, and that is your purpose and fulfillment.
That's awesome. And I kind of equate that to, and thinking back when I was working in corporate America, um, there's you want to fulfill your life to your fullest and what you really want. And so many people don't understand that they do have that opportunity by stepping out, because we're put in a situation today where we go to school and we're told to get a good education, go find a nice, safe, secure job. Well,
Right.
we already know that that's not possible, because there is no safe, secure job, especially in the last couple of years. So, being able to step out, take ownership of your own life, and be creative. There are so many amazing things that are out there, and it's a matter of, making that decision to find that purpose, the purpose of what you were really put here on this world to
To
do.
do.
So
Yep.
we talk about, we've talked many times about mental health and how important it is, not only from, a personal perspective, but also a business perspective. So, can you share your thoughts about mental health and how it is important, to uh, that individual who is, in a professional, spot of being an entrepreneur, being out there and really focusing on building their own business?
Forgive me, Jeffrey. I'm using my laptop and it wants to tell me that the battery is getting ready to go out on me.
Oh, we don't want your battery to die out
No,
there.
we are not doing that. So uno momento, por favor, and we are in business. So one of the biggest things for me is physical health and wellness is very important to me. A lot of people look at me and say, "No way is this woman 54 years old," and I am. And what I found recently, and you and I have shared this, what I found recently was as I'm getting older, um, different things are starting to happen to the body.
Sure.
And mentally, I could have accepted it, but I had to say to myself, Marissa, you have to take charge. You can't just go quietly into the night. And you are young. And that's something that we have to accept too. Like just
Correct.
because we're getting older doesn't mean like you can look at some people who are older, they're physically fit, they're doing stuff, they're going and coming. It's because they have decided to make the decision to make their health their priority. And so one of the things I really enjoyed about our connection was the different products and services that you offer, and the insight, the wealth of knowledge that you have about the mind and gut, and how they connect. And so that was very important to me. And I was one who I do a lot of work. I love being physically fit. As you can see, I'm in my workout gear.
Yeah, you
Like,
just finished your walk before this interview.
yeah, listen, I didn't, I could have changed. I had plenty of time to change, put my makeup on, and I wanted your audience to see me in the physical fitness set. And one of the biggest things for me is when I was running low on energy, I would always go to an energy drink. And you all know the energy drinks that are out there. But what I really love is my happy drink, my happy juice. What I really love is that, yes, I love it because it gives me the energy, but it's clean. You don't have the crash afterwards. And it just, I mean, my body feels it. And when you are one who is physically fit or you are in tune with your body, you know the difference. You know the difference immediately when a product is working and when it's not working. And then one thing that I really love is the happy juice. Let me do this right. Is the happy juice. It really, really makes me feel good, clean, the longevity of it. If you consistent, you always have to be consistent. You can't, your body, once you drink or put something into your body, you'll feel it the first time, and it'll lighten up your body. But then if you're not consistent with it, eventually it'll die out. And this has been tremendous in me getting back here, relocating to a tropical location is very important for you to stay hydrated. I had to learn that because this
Sure.
learn that. But now this has really helped me, to just stay on point.
Awesome. That's great. And as this kind of segues into our next commercial break here. We talk about all those energy drinks that are out there today, and they're just filled with sugar and chemical hype and things that are not really good for you. And this is a product pack that really is filled with plants because plants were put here for a reason, and they've got amazing attributes that your body is yearning for. So, instead of those chemical things to wake up your brain, what we've done is combined cutting edge neurotropics with potent aptogens, which really takes your motivation, your focus, your mental energy, and your overall state of mind to the next level
Mm.
because you are filling your body and communicating with your gut and the brain with proper nutrition. So, those people who are really out there looking for something that is science backed, clinical trial, plant based to help you motivate and improve your brain health, your neuro regeneration, focus and memory, mental energy, endurance. This really promotes a healthy, positive mood. And
Yeah.
I have talked to people who were on Lexapro, Paxil, Zoloft, and they have gotten off of those SSRIs by incorporating this into their daily lifestyle. And Marissa, you talk about Happy Juice. I'm going to show a commercial on the Happy Mind Pack. And this I call is the Happy Juice on steroids. It's taking you to the next level with more. More potent plants that are really attacking your body in a really, really good way. So we will be right back after this short break.
All right.
I move at the speed of light, and this is something I wouldn't dare to think I would be doing. And you go round and round, keep your head up high. Suddenly you know something.
Okay, we are back, and we're kind of coming up towards the end of the interview series here. But I do have a couple more questions for you. So, share just a little bit about the benefits that you have received from drinking this Happy Juice pack.
Well, just like your commercial just stated, was like focus, clarity. So when you are one who really is, you have a lot on your plate, like you have a lot that you need to get done. The biggest thing that you don't want to do is get so overwhelmed, because when
Right.
you're overwhelmed, you do lose focus. And if you lose focus, you lose momentum. And the one thing that, like I said before, this is so clean when you drink it. And those who have tried energy drinks, commercialized energy drinks, you know what I mean by clean. And you'll know that it's just refreshing. So it's refreshing. You feel the hydration in your body when you're doing it right, and you're coupling it with drinking plenty of water. That's good. Just like I said, clarity. It is happy juice. So it
There you
does
go.
make you happy. It does give you the energy that you're looking for, and also without the regret. So some energy drinks have caused me to swell because of the sodium or whatever's in the drinks. Um, and I'll wonder later, and I'll say to myself, okay, well, where is this swelling coming from? And I have to remember, you can take one of those energy drinks, but then if you start drinking them, regularly to supplement and try to make up it, you're ruining your body.
Right.
Here, when you're drinking, you're releasing the fluids as well. So you're not only taking in the fluids with this particular product, you are actually releasing them as well. You're getting rid of the toxins and everything else out of your body. So it's such a refreshing, like I said, clarity and focus is there. Motivation, mood.
Mhm.
It just has such a positive, and it helps me to show up well.
Sure.
That's what you want to do. You want to show up well.
Awesome, awesome. That's great. Thanks for that input. And yeah, I totally agree with the motivation, the lesson brain fog focus. That's really as solopreneurs, we're kind of shuffling a lot of things
Yep.
in our basket on a daily basis. So um, I do want to get this in. You are the editor in chief of Own It magazine and Share, which is an amazing tool for and it's just incredible. And I was featured on the cover of
Yeah.
January, and I wish I would have put up the visual. Maybe I will in a few seconds here while you're sharing. What made you create this amazing project, and where do you see this going in the future?
Okay, so what caused me, just like I said earlier, your why must make you high, right? So I'm
Yep.
doing my first personal professional business development conference, and I believe in I'm a little person, right? So I'm a little person. Who am I to do a conference? Who do I think I am doing a conference, right? I think I am. I think I could do a conference after going to enough of them. You learn, right? You should be learning by your experiences. And so I chose to have my own personal professional business development conference. And when I sought out for brochures of companies and organizations that I utilized, they were telling me at that point, and I'm thinking it was in 2016, they were telling me at that point that everything that they have is digital, that they don't have any prints. Well, I'm old school. I like to have something in my hand
Yep.
if I'm at an event. And so I just designed my little magazine that it featured some of my partner organizations that I utilize in my services, some merchandising entrepreneurs, as well as the lineup of speakers. And so in 2020, I believe God had spoken to me and said, take the magazine from just having it at your annual conference and having it monthly. And no sooner than I launched it in July 2020 as a monthly issued digital magazine, I was in a head on collision. And that was my income. So here I am trying to be quiet and finish my doctorate's degree, driving Uber and Lyft. The very car that I'm driving, the guy runs the stop sign and he totals the car out. Well, I'm left with nothing. I have to figure out what it is I wanted to do. Well, to my surprise, the magazine really took off because everyday entrepreneurs need a place for them to promote their business. They need a consistent place for them to promote their business. And I see Own It magazine. Own It has grown to Own It Lifestyles and Leisure Living. We believe in legacy work, so we have the BTG magazine, Bridging the Gap, Strategizing for Student Success, which is a youth leadership development magazine, focusing on everything that supports a young person in identifying and aligning with their career and their purpose in life. I see Own It magazine and publishing as a full media outlet. I see that that's where the growth of the organization is going. Ah,
That,
there we
that's
are.
awesome. Yes. So I was while you were talking, I was looking for the image. I said, I've got to pop this up. It's like, where was my brain this morning? But this is the cover of January 2023 of Own It magazine. And, I'm truly humbled, blessed, and honored to be a part of this amazing community that Marissa has pulled together. And she's been a true inspiration in many ways for me personally and professionally, and I can't thank her enough for who she is, what she's all about, and what she has to offer people out there. She's got a special gift, and I'm just really blessed to be part of her journey. And I can't wait to see what's going to happen further in the future. So with that, one last question for you is, if there were one piece of advice you could give anybody that's watching who is really looking for that glimmer of hope, whether it's from a personal or professional perspective, what would that be?
Trust yourself. Trust yourself and go for it. Um, you're always going to have naysayers. You're always going to have people who question something that you do, and in order for you to go where you want to go, you're going to have to take risks that other people see as a negative. They see it like, oh, don't do that. You don't want to do that, and you're going to have to own it. You're going to have to own it if you really want to thrive, not just survive. You want to thrive in life. You're going to have to do you, boo. Just like Jeffrey said at the beginning, to be your authentic true to you. Be
Right.
authentically true to yourself. Be bold, be confident, be humble, but be unapologetic for being who you are. Um, that's just it. And it's not going to always be easy, but it's going to be worth it.
Awesome. Beautiful words. Couldn't have said it any better. So, Marissa, I do want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for taking time from your busy schedule, because I know you are a busy lady, and just getting back to the Dominican Republic. And with that, you've really provided a lot of value, and I hope the audience does get that and does reach out to Marissa if you're out looking for coaching, business ideas, so forth and so on. Check out her website. And next week, I am going to be interviewing Dr. Kevin Rouse, and he is a pediatrician, and he is a truly amazing man who has had his own struggles from a mental health perspective. You know, everybody goes through their own struggles, and he is going to talk about his own struggles, but then also about some amazing and unprecedented results he is having with his children patients in regards to mental health and our science-backed clinical trial kids product line. So join us next week in that. And the last thing I want to say is I believe we all should be living in abundance and optimum wellness, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and financially, because every one of those items is a choice. We get to make a choice of how we want to envelop that into our lifestyle on a daily basis. And remember this: mental fitness is the new physical health. And I will see you guys next week. Thanks, Marissa.